There are no orcs. Well, there are, and it is our mission to defeat them. This is a base builder, kind of like a little sort of city builder style game. Let's jump into things and see what we have got in store. So, the objective is fairly simple. There is a enemy core over here. It has 30,000 durability, and we need to destroy it. We have the opportunity to build a lovely little base up here, and to do that there's a couple of different buildings that we are going to use. We also have a couple of unique buildings. These are crystals. It doesn't really matter about these for now. What's really important is that we've got 510 gold in the bank. Each and every building, or each and every economy building, will give us a certain amount of gold over a certain amount of time. For example, this farmland is going to give us, there we go, 10 gold over the course of 20 seconds. If I buy this, boom, we get another farm down. Happy days. It's cost me a certain amount of money. However, it has now resulted in the fact that I've got 2 bits of farmland. Great. Couple of different things to consider getting. The park is a culture building. You can tell because it's purple here. This is an economy building. You can tell because it's yellow there. And then we also have military buildings. Military buildings are going to produce the soldiers that we need in order to destroy the enemy. The enemy is occasionally going to decide to send some units at me, and in this case, I am going to fire back with my own unit. I have been a little bit slow off the mark here, however, I've built a barracks. This barracks is going to give me, hopefully, some light infantry, and that should be enough to disarm the enemy demon dog. There we go. Look at that. 1 or 2 hits. Nothing too complicated. Brilliant. Okay. Other things to consider, there are also these gold mines over here. These are special buildings that if they are captured, it will result in a production of 50 gold, which is nice. Continuously produces while occupied. The good thing about barracks is that they just produce gold, which is grand, and we don't really need to worry about, it. Yeah, it's very nice. So I'm going to move that down there. I'm also going to get a barn. Grants +5 when adjacent economy and culture buildings produce. So we're going to do that right in there. And we are actually going to bump up the amount of money that we get from our farmland from 10 to 15, which is really nice. Now, we've got the gold mine under our control, which is great. Pretty reasonably comfortable with that. Probably thinking that we want to slam down an additional farmland over there. So that's good. 3 farmlands benefiting from the barn. This is a really interesting building here. This is the black market. It's immediately going to give us 300 gold. However, it is going to effectively mean that we can build nothing else in the tile. So most buildings I can sell and I can get the tile back, and that's great. Happy days. However, for the black market, if we place it down in the tile, then there's going to be nothing. There's going to be nothing else that we can place there. I'm going to do it because, quite frankly, it's worth doing. Slam down another farmland. That's nice. And then we probably want to get a park. Produce 4 for each empty tile. If we put that over here, that's going to give us 32 from just that building. We're going to be able to sell it for 15 at some point in the future. It's definitely something that we're going to want to do, but it's a really, really decent building. Right. So, I think economy-wise, we're in a pretty decent place. There is a bank. Produce 20, saved in this building, collected upon selling. That's a pretty good ability to, to consider getting. What I really do think we need to do is we need to turn our attention to military. So we're going to nab ourselves a archery barracks, which is grand. And I think we're probably going to get another barracks and then maybe something else. Something else like that. Maybe another black market, maybe another barn, maybe a bank. I tell you what, we'll get a bank. We'll slam that down in the corner over there. That's pretty good going. Yeah, we are clearly being rather outclassed by the enemy here. I'm going to need to accelerate my expansion program. Slam down another black market. That will be good. And also, let's see if I can try and get a archery barracks up here so that we can try and capture the gold mine. That would be a good idea. We'll get the bank down over there. What are we selling the bank for? 45. We bought it for 200, so we need to at least wait a little bit before we are able to get our money's worth. The park is going to be making ever so slightly less now because we have got the archery barracks up here. Archer production speed increased by 60% when adjacent to culture buildings. Okay, that's good to note. I didn't actually see that combo. So if we did want to get a park here, for example, I mean, it's not really ideal. Maybe a park there and then move the archer barracks across, then we get 160%. Good, and you know what? We'll slam down another one, and we're getting those pretty sick synergies, which is cool. Okay, next thing that we're going to be wanting to do is we're going to try and get through these enemy defense towers. I'm not really anticipating a tremendous amount of difficulty to get through these. We've not really focused our troops yet, but we will over the course of time. Now, I want to talk about, very briefly, my my hero and my hero's ability. We have this thing called a Meteor Strike, which deals 13 damage to enemy units in the targeted area. I can use this, and in fact, I will. It will deal a bunch of damage, and it will help out my little troops over here, which is grand. There's a little charge meter around the edge. We can store up to 3. That's fine. And it's actually impacted by these crystals here. So, increases the damage of the meteor crystal by 1. Total bonus is 3. You can see it's going to take a long time to charge up, but eventually the meteor strike will get more and more powerful, which is good. We've also got a tuning crystal. Increases the area damage of the thingy, the meteor strike, and that will also charge up as well. So over the course of time, it'll start to charge up. How's my bank doing? It's up to 170, so we've almost broken even on that. I think we want to grab ourselves a recruitment center. Immediately produces 1 light infantry when purchasing an economy building. That is a great deal. That is a great deal to get, because if I build an economy building right here, for example, we're going to get a free trooper, which is great. Gain 10 coins when a meteor strike kills an enemy unit. Yes, and also it's an economy unit, or economy building, so we're going to get a free trooper for that as well, which is really nice. Okay, it's time for some more military buildings, I think. Another recruitment center, beautiful, and a barracks. Brilliant. 1 more barracks for good measure. Yeah, is there anywhere we want to put it? Not really. These parks aren't getting a tremendous amount of value, so I'm thinking that we probably want to try and sell them at some point soon. However, that will bring us to the next feature. We have the ability to reroll these cards, I suppose. We have the ability to reroll them. We've got three free rerolls. Boom. Thank you very much for the money there. But we also have the ability to level up the shop, which is going to give me higher quality buildings, 7 additional tiles, and 1 relic. We are bang out of tiles, so getting some additional tiles would be great. In fact, that would definitely be something that I want to consider doing. Let's see if we can try and get a transmutation crystal, another transmutation crystal, and another transmutation crystal. Okay, so that's quite a large investment in our meteor capability. However, if we do kill an enemy with our meteor, we're going to get like 40 bucks from killing him. Look at that. Look at that. That is a huge amount of coins. And also, we disrupt the enemy, and I hope that we're going to be able to get through the tower. For good reason, by the way. It's a priority to get through the tower over here. For very, very good reason. You will see as soon as we manage to destroy it. Looks like we're really overwhelming the enemy here, which is quite good. Is there anything that I want to change? No. Oh, we got the tower down. Great. This is going to nab us a secret relic. Secret relic, really, really powerful addition. Level 1 and level 2 buildings can be sold for half the purchase price. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Players' buildings have 5 times the durability. We've not really, with the exception of right at the very start, haven't really been impacted. Lose all coins, and after 300 seconds, receive 3 times the amount of gold lost. That's good. I think maybe antique display cabinet. I don't really like any of these things. The tattered eye patch is fine, but that's a 5-minute wait. I'm going to take the antique cabinet. Will that allow me to sell the black market? I still get 0 for the black market. That's unfortunate. But farmland is now 50, so that's pretty decent. The transmutation crystal, 75. Yeah, let's sell the bank for 450. Beautiful. That is going to allow me to get an upgrade, which I am going to nab, but I'm going to get the secret relic first. Immediately destroy all units. No. All melee units' movement speed is reduced by 50%, but their armor is increased by 3, or small pouch gain 1,000 coins. Take the 1,000 coins, thanks very much. I'm also going to upgrade, and we are going to start the process of upgrading all of my buildings, all of my space, which is very nice. Do I want to nab a bank? I kind of do want to nab a bank, and that's going to give me 2 more troops because we have the recruitment bonus, which is quite nice. Only 2 black markets. It's not really worth selling them, to be honest, from that regard, but hey-ho, it's just you know, a consideration that we have to make about things. I'm really happy with how this setup is looking, all things considered. Boom, we have leveled up, and that is brilliant. We have also managed to nab ourselves a relic. What was it? Higher quality stuff in the shop, so we now should be able to see level 2 stuff. Very nice. Commander skill cooldown rate increased by 30%. Okay. Economy building production speed decreased by 30%, while production speed of other building types increases by 30%. Every 30 seconds, all player units restore 50% of their health. That seems pretty good. I'll take that, thank you very much. That's amazing. And a few sort of sporadic enemies. I think we want to go for a reroll. Yeah, what is this? Produce Spearman increases production speed by 12% per minute up to a maximum of 250%. I'll take it. Also a Power Crystal, level 2. Increases the damage of Meteor Strike by 1. Yeah, I think we're after both of these things. Okay, so the Spearman is just gonna happen. It's just gonna slowly get faster and faster, which is a really nice sort of bonus to have. Another Spearman Barracks increases the production speed of economy and culture buildings by 30%. So, this is an economy building, this is an economy building, this is an economy building, 550. Do we want to see if we can immediately bash through to level whatever? Yeah, I kind of do. And honestly, let's move everything up here. Maybe we can sell one of our parks and sort of constrain everything to that sort of single culture building. Maybe we put it there. We boost you, and we boost this bank as well, I think. In fact, actually, I'd rather do this. Yeah, I think that's better. So we're now boosting both of our banks. We'll also get another barn in there, which is going to trigger the recruitment center, which of course means that we're going to get another troop. That is brilliant. That is brilliant. What's a workshop? Changes the produced light infantry / archer of buildings in the same column / row into spearmen. That's amazing, right? Because that means if I put this here, on this row, as soon as it's produced, is going to be... Yeah, that's a crossbowman, as opposed to just an archer. That's amazing. So we've effectively boosted all of the units along this row. That is really, really handy. So with the exception of this barracks... Every single barracks that I've produced is now going to give me a spearman and a crossbowman. Amazing. Really powerful. Okay. I've got this fireball ability that I'm not using, this meteor strike ability that I'm not really using, so I probably should use it a little bit more. Also need to think about where we want to put the transmutation crystals, because these are just sort of straight bonuses. We don't get any sort of charge from them. The power crystal, I think, is going to charge. So I think we put that down there. And yeah, that is going to charge. It's going to increase the damage dealt, but it's going to take time. Fine. Is it time that I sell this bank? It might be time that I sell this bank. Whenever I sell it, I want to get to the next level. So that is something that we will need to consider. I think we want to nab one more power crystal, and then I think we want to save up the next bank. Am I going to be able to take out the enemy towers here? Honestly, probably will fairly quickly. I've got 3 meteor strikes, which I'm absolutely going to use. But I'm going to wait until I have the most sort of density of the enemies. Confident. That feels like it wasn't great, but that's okay. Fairly confident that things are going well. 410 from you, 755. Okay, I'll sell that. Beautiful. That's going to get us basically to the line where we are able to up mines to finish. That's good. And then let's start the process of upgrading. And importantly, of course, it's going to give us access to more high-level stuff. But it's also going to give me access to 7 brand new rows, which means more inventory, which means more recruitment centers, which means more spearman production facilities. This spearman production facility continuing to pog up. It's continuing to get a heck of a lot better. Okay, yeah, so the gold mine can be recaptured by the enemy sort of sporadically, which is fine. Oh, there's ranged attacks going on here. Right, I don't like that. What's the relics that we've got on option? Gain 2,000 gold? The damage of knights' charge attack is increased by 5 times. I'm going to take 2,000 because, frankly, I don't have any knights and I don't know what the heck they do. So why should I worry about it? Let's re-roll, see if we can try and get a level 3 building. We got 2 of them. A Philosopher's Guild. Produce 0 gold. Okay. No idea what that does. It must do something. I mean... it has an adjacency bonus, so maybe we can increase the... I guess maybe because it's fast. I mean, if we were to link it up to a barn, for example, or even 2 barns. Yeah, because we're adjacent to the town center as well. So this gives us 15 every... It gives us 15 every 15 seconds. This gives us 10 every 5 seconds. So this is actually way better. And in fact, if I can throw in another... If I can throw in another barn here, that'd be brilliant. That'd be really, really good. Right, what else have we got? Permanently increases the attack power of ranged units by 1%. Production speed increases by 10% for each adjacent culture building. Okay, that's possible to do. I mean, if I do that right in there, that's 160%. It's going to take quite a long time to improve, but it's worth doing, I think. A monument, produce empty tile. Yes. Production speed increases by 10% for each adjacent military building. I mean, this area was made for this monument. That is simply amazing. And I will take a... Yes, a beautifully large meteor. Okay, there are more enemies coming online here. I'm not super a fan of this, but that's okay. For each adjacent economy building, well, we can sort of switch this around. That's 190%. That's a couple of economy buildings. If we swap this into there, that's going to make it 210. So that's not bad. That's not a bad number of increases. Yeah, we can move you around, so that's fine. Another one of these... What are they? Monuments right in the center there would go quite nicely. Farmland. I think I want to move you around a little bit. Let's get that in there. Tuning crystal, monastery, produce monks. Production speed increases by 20% for each adjacent culture building. Sell the bank. Yep. And get the monastery in there. Beautiful. Are we ready to just go for an upgrade? Feels a little bit premature, but I'm going to go for it anyway because it feels like I'm on such a roll. I mean, we're getting some really stacked upgrades here, which I am absolutely loving. Is giving me bonus tiles, which is simply amazing. Okay, these meteor strikes feel really, really quite powerful. Feels like I've not really invested much in my troops recently, but I suppose that's okay. Anything else? Oh, yeah, we've leveled up. Great. What's my relic? Taverns will only produce powerful units. Randomly eliminate 3 enemy units when gaining a tile. I suppose because of our monument, that's pretty good. Griffins gain 100% lifesteal. I'm going to take taverns. I don't have taverns yet, but I just have to hope that they're going to be kind of useful. Well, you know what? Let's sell you. I know it's going to eliminate that space, but I think we're going to get that space back first. Yeah, by that monument triggering. So it turns out that it gets rid of, or it replenishes tiles that have already been destroyed, which is quite nice. Permanently increase the HP of melee units by 1. Production speed is increased by 10% for each adjacent military building. Well, it just so happens that we have been setting up a great situation where we are going to be able to plop one of whatever we want right in the center there. A mercenary camp. Okay, it's good, but it doesn't produce reoccurring, does it? Produces the griffin. Oh, let's get that in there. The fighting club is going to increase... Oh, my lordy. Okay, turns out that buying all these crystals was absolutely something that was worth doing. But we are being pushed back, and that is a little bit bad for everybody, including my economy, which is really... Yeah, what matters. Mint in there. That's going to give me access to way more tiles in the long run. It's not perfect, but it's not bad at all. Not by any means. This is a really sort of good operation. Produce random units. Production speed is increased by 30% for each adjacent building type. Just any type of building? Just any? I'd have no idea. No idea what type of building. 190. Okay, I'll take that. That's fine. Right. Launch a meteor strike in there. Launch a meteor strike in there. I mean, we are absolutely rolling in it right now. This is fantastic. Right. Sell you. Philosopher's Guild in there. That is only going to give me 5. Yeah, that's only 5. So that's not exactly ideal, but it's at least something. I'll take another load of cash. Thank you very much. Attempts to consume 1 empty tile in the same column and grants 200. I mean, That's money for nothing, right? I'll take it. We'll do it. And then production speed is increased by 10% for each adjacent empty tile. Sure, let's do it. A griffin nest producing at 210 is amazing. Oh, we just randomly spawned a griffin from our tavern. Nice. And taverns only produce powerful units, as we know. So that's going to be really beneficial. Let's destroy this. I want to see this mercenary camp in action. We've not really seen it yet. So it gives us an immediate load of troops, which is good. Oh, this is so good. I'm so glad that we got all of these crystals. Transform the adjacent building on the right into a random building. Kind of feel like it's a good thing to do. I haven't actually got any knights yet, so we'll get some knights and we'll put economy buildings around here in order to speed things up just a little bit. Let's move you in there as well. Very nice. No idea, but we've managed to get ourselves a young dragon. Also, you can see the area of effect of my meteor strike is definitely increasing. Definitely increasing. We'll get another one of those. Black market. Yes, get the black market in there. So, yeah. The right building. This is going to be a random building, hopefully, and we can get rid of the black market without taking the penalty. Also, I am absolutely loaded. This is ridiculous. I have so much cash. Let's, first of all, start the process of upgrading. That seems like a sensible thing to do. Griffin Nest, I'm going to get it, even though I have, like, no empty tiles nearby. I'm sorry. Anything else? Spearman Barracks. Let's do that. Tavern. Yeah, Tavern seems like a really, really great building. Although, can I put taverns next to one another? Is that going to speed them up? It looks like it, I suppose. To some degree. A monastery. I've leveled up to 5. Good. That's what we like to see. Alchemy labs will always successfully produce coins. Random buildings. Random building produces instantly upon purchasing a building. The price of buildings in the current shop is halved upon selling a building. Random building produces instantly upon purchasing a building. That, it looks like I can have up to 84 tiles up in the top right-hand corner. Having a bunch of really strong units, including some young dragons, seems to be making a real difference. Not to mention the fact that my meteors are doing incredible damage. A dragon's nest? I've already got young dragons. Production speed increases by 10% for each economy building in the same row. We can do that quite nicely by putting the dragon nest in there. Although, hold on, is row... Yeah, I guess row is across. 120, 130, that's 3. Yeah, I suppose 3 is the maximum number that we can get. That's fine. Unstable crystal. Casts meteor strike near a random enemy. Yeah, I'll take it. Hold on. Hold on, did that dragon nest... Did we put that dragon nest there? This wizard kindergarten... Did we get rid of a black market? I think we did. I think we did, you know? Put that in there. Nice. I mean, either way, I feel like we're in quite a powerful position right now. Do we have any banks that we can sell? No. Yeah, I'll take another dragon nest. Sure, what the heck. Philosophers Guild. Siege Workshop. Yes, this is what I'm after. Increases by 10% for culture buildings in the same row. That will be here, right? Yeah, probably... Actually, tell a lie. Tell a lie. 140% versus 130%. Sure, we'll bang it. We'll bang it up there. This recruitment center doesn't need to be here. Could go that way around. Quite comfortable. Ooh, we don't want to destroy our unstable crystal. This is a great way to eliminate... A really, really great way to eliminate black markets, though, if we put it next to a wizard kindergarten. Yeah. Right. Reroll, mercenary camp, tavern. I think the tavern is probably one of the most overpowered buildings in the game, especially now that we've got our bonus. Produces 190 over there. Oh, it's each a different type of building. Okay, so we need culture, we need military, and we need economy. And if we have one of each... Okay, griffin nest there... We're destroying the tile and pretty much instantly replacing it. +3 for each different building owned. Okay. Not really quite sure what that means, but it's fine. Let's destroy as many of the enemy units as beautiful. And then hopefully let's see if we can try and take the enemy defense towers. I feel like our economy is doing great, right? Our economy is doing fantastic. How much are we going to get? 81? Eh, doesn't seem great. Our economy's doing really, really... Wow! Our economy's doing great, but everything else is doing bad. And by everything else, I mean our military. It's not doing great. Anyway, Wizard Tower. Wizard production speed increases by 20% for each adjacent empty tile. So, yeah, unfortunately, we do not have any there, but that is fine. Archer, I guess we just put something in here. Okay, don't know what happened there. Unstable crystal, potentially. I think we're destroying the... Maybe I should sell this. I'm going to sell this alchemy lab. That's fine. Replace that and let that sort of level up. Okay, good. Look at the area of effect from my meteor now. And the charge speed. It's quite impressive. We're definitely going to take out this enemy tower right now. That feels really good. Casts a meteor strike near a random enemy unit. Production speed increases by, yeah, whatever it was. That's great. That's a great ability to have. Okay, we got a relic. What do we got? Town center's production speed bonus. Fight clubs, geometry institutes. Immediately gains 7 knights with the effect repeating every 30 seconds. It's an absolute no-brainer. Here come the knights. Fantastic. Okay, the important thing is that the monuments have got time to sort of operate and to try and bring us... There we go. Beautiful. We got loads and loads of cash. This is ridiculous. Anything that I want to buy that I haven't bought yet? I mean, it costs 50 to reroll. The tavern is worth getting, I think. It costs 50 to reroll, but I don't really think there's anything we need or want. I'll take the wizard workshop or the wizard university. That's fine. Yeah, you're going to destroy... You're going to destroy this building. Let's move you over there. Brilliant. Put that in there because it doesn't cost us anything to build, and it's a complete waste of time anyway to have unless it's in a proper position. I don't think there's anything else that we particularly need. We've got the siege workshop, which seems to be doing a grand amount of damage to the enemy buildings. The griffin nest is a level 4 building. We've defeated that tower now, which is beautiful. Catapults have 2 times attack power against buildings. Yeah, absolutely. Or a voodoo doll. Randomly destroy 3 enemy units when selling a building. That would be hilarious, because we could sell all of our buildings and then just destroy the enemy army. But no, I think we're going to take the increased power to the siege units. Honestly, this ability, this one here, the taverns will only produce powerful units, is pretty darn sick. There we go. Immediately wipe out the enemy force before they have the opportunity to gain a foothold. I've not even reached max... speed yet. Let's swap you around. There we go. 160 bonus. Swap you. 180% increase in our monument creation speed. That is going to give me a whole bunch of additional new tiles up to, as I say, 84. So any other level 5 buildings that I haven't got yet? I've got the dragon's nest, haven't I? Yeah, I've got just one dragon's nest, 2 dragon's nests. Anything else that I could possibly want from the shop? Dragon's Nest, there it is again. Alchemy Lab, we've already deployed. Fighting Club, nah. Siege Workshop, we've already got it. Yoink, yoink, destroy that. Destroy again. I don't think there's anything else. Unstable Crystal we've already got and has proven itself to be super, super valuable. Nice. Very, very nice indeed. Beautiful. It's just that easy. Holy cow. That was really, really good. This is obviously just a very early build of the game. Gustav here, he's got completely different buildings. Produce 1% of the current cash held. Brokerage. Financial Nova. Oh, there's clearly a lot of stuff and more coming. Anyway, ladies and gents, that is There Are No Orcs. And indeed, there are no orcs left because I have destroyed them all. Or maybe I'm the orcs. In which case, there are more orcs than ever. Anyway, check out the game, wishlist it down in the description, if indeed you're interested. Thank you ever so much for watching. I've been Orbital Potato. I'll catch you next time. Bye.